As much as I love big complicated strategy games that take half a day to play and come with 1 million components, sometimes that's just not the ticket. Sometimes you need something that's easy to explain, easy to set up, and something that actually fits in the schedule. That's why legendary game designer Reiner Knizia invented Poison to fill that exact niche. And he did a great job. This is the pitch perfect casual game if you're looking to cram a lot of laughs and a lot of strategy into a fast, fun card game. So let's take a little look inside the box and find out what makes this poison so potent. This game is extraordinarily simple. It comes down to just this one deck of cards, but it takes after classic card games like Uno and Crazy Eights, where you're trying to figure out what your opponent has in their hand and what they're planning next. To start the game, you deal some of these cards out to each player. 12 cards if you've got 3 or 4 players, but only 8 cards if you're up to 6. These cards come in 4 different colors, and they're all numbered between 1 and 7. In the middle of the table, you have 3 cauldron cards. A blue cauldron, a purple cauldron, and a red cauldron. That is the most I've ever used the word cauldron in my entire life, and we're just getting started, baby! You and the other players are going to take turns playing one card from your hand into one of the cauldrons. The only trick is that the color of the card has to match the color of the cauldron, except for the green poison cards, which are wild and can go anywhere. That makes them extremely valuable as the game progresses. If the value of the cards in the cauldron ever goes over 13, then that cauldron has exploded. It blows up in your face, and you have to pick up all of those cards, put them face down in your scoring area. And that's a really, really bad thing. The worst thing, actually, because this is one of those games where the lowest score is going to win. But it naturally happens as the game progresses and people have fewer and fewer options for cards to be putting in these cauldrons. You keep going until everybody's played all of the cards in their hand, and then you count up the total score for the round. This seems really elementary at first, but there's something really rewarding about getting these cauldrons as full as possible before they explode. Players naturally hold on to their best cards for the end of the round, which gives this game a sort of natural crescendo as things get more complicated and more backstabby as the game progresses. It's like having 3 games of hot potato going on at the same time, and things get tense towards the end. This is absolutely the best part of the game. When those cauldrons start hitting 13, you're going to be laughing, whether it's your misfortune or somebody else's. It's a little bit of schadenfreude, and it's absolutely a lot of fun. But there's one additional layer of strategy here. If at the end of the round you have the most cards of a specific color, you get to discard them all. If that cauldron blew up in your face the most, then don't even worry about it. Those cards are gone. This creates a bizarre dichotomy where there's almost an incentive to have the cauldrons blow up in your face, so long as you're the person that they blow up on the most. Of course, this is one of those strategies that can blow up in your face, as per everything else in this game, but it creates these interesting situations where you're really trying to time each cauldron explosion so that you're the person who can take advantage of it. If one cauldron has a bunch of little cards in it, as opposed to a couple big ones, it suddenly becomes really valuable. You're trying to get that potion to explode on you because it can create a major swing. That many cards could make a huge difference in who has the most, say, blue cards at the end of the round. A well-timed potion explosion in that blue cauldron could end up saving you a whole bunch of points and costing your opponent, who thought they were safe, a whole bunch of points instead. If this review seemed frantic, fast-paced, and a little hard to keep track of, well, that's Poison, baby. It's all of those things and more. It's the perfect blend of easy to learn and hard to master, especially since the skill level and the trickiness of your opponents really sets the difficulty curve. It's absolutely perfect for little parties, family get-togethers, a couple drinks, and a lot of laughs. And it's so simple that kids can play too. It's a great way to start or end games night. You'll be busting your stitches laughing either way. If you do get a chance to pick your poison, I recommend this one. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Because games matter.